Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
Two twin boys were raised by an alcoholic father. One grew up to be an alcoholic, and when asked what happened, he said, "I watched my father." The other grew up and never drank in his life. When he was asked what happened, he said, "I watched my father." Two boys, same dad, two different perspectives. Your perspective in life will determine your destination. There's a quote that says, "If you do not know where you are going, you may end up where you are headed." What does this story tell you, my friend? Where there are many of us raised in different environments, and a lot of us blame our circumstances or our character on the way that we were raised, when in fact, it is all up to us, isn't it? It is all a conscious choice, a personal choice, who we decide to be. In fact, the only person you are destined to become is who you decide to be. So just as me growing up, being very unorganized, being very dysfunctional, having messes here and there, everything messy. Eventually, as I got to be of age, I saw the decline in certain members of my family. I saw people who were obsessed with buying things that they didn't need. Now, this could have easily been me. Years ago, buying things just to buy them, just feeling like I needed them in the moment, never using them again, having them on the shelf collecting dust, or even playing video games, an inordinate amount of time spent inside virtual worlds, escaping, losing myself. I changed. And now today, I can fit all of my clothes in one suitcase. I don't play video games anymore. But it's the happiest that I've ever been in my life. I feel free, untethered, detached from all the material things that used to run my mind, that used to run my world. But if life were different, in a parallel universe, in a parallel reality, I could just as easily be the reverse, the complete opposite. Just like this story, two twin boys. They were not destined for the same fate. They both made a choice And when asked why they made that choice, they both had the same reason. One watched his father and decided that it was up to him to change, to not be like his father. The other watched his father and decided that he was doomed to be like his father. There was no helping it. It was a natural occurrence for him. What will you decide? I urge you not to let your family, your friends, your environment affect who you become in life. Where you're from is not who you are. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. The Open Palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray you received an encouraging message letting you know that you always have it within you, the power and the choice to change, if that is what you choose to do. You can break generational curses. You can break the mold. You can become your own person. You deserve that much. Share this episode with a like-minded individual, learning and growing, becoming their greatest version, and not letting their past define them, being all that they can be. Pay it forward so more can hear the message, and if this is your very first time receiving this podcast, consider subscribing for more inspirational messages like this. And if you feel compelled to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Clicking that support link there is much appreciated. Big shout out and thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate to the podcast, making it possible for episodes like this. Have a wonderful and blessed day or night wherever you are, my friend. And as always, take care. Hey there, my friend. So you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.